And we'll be talking to Jerry Garcia, and he's brought the new album along, and we'll be playing, I would think, most of that. Do you have some time
Oh, sure.
to just hang out and go through most of it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. Well, what's happening?
What indeed? You mean where? I mean what?
Well, we could start with the band.
Oh. Well, let's see. The Grateful Dead is going to start rehearsing sometime soon, and we're planning on playing some later on this year.
And now tell me about your band, or
Well,
the
my
album
band
is sort of
half and half.
half and half, half
Yeah.
Grateful Dead band and half your band, with just a few changes between the two.
Right. My band is in a state of flux right now. I'm John Kahn and Ron Tutt and I are the nucleus of it, such as it is. We're hoping to have a four-piece band that we all like sometime. And so far, the combinations that we've tried have been interesting, but not exactly where we're trying to go musically. And so we're waiting. We're more or less auditioning keyboard players, playing with different people.
You know what's going to happen now, don't you?
The phone will start ringing.
Right. Every keyboard player within 85 miles is going to be on the telephone. Oh, you got to have a union card. All right, I want to play a little bit of the album to give people an idea.
Why, sure.
First cut on here is Might As Well.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess in dividing them into categories, this would be a Grateful Dead cut.
Right, exactly. Recorded over at Weir's house.
Did you do most of the recording for this album really recently? Is this just right up?
It stretches throughout this last year, starting in about August, maybe. So the tracks from Bobby's place are a little earlier, and the tracks from HMW in San Francisco are a little later.
That's Elliot's?
Yeah.
Right. Do you work directly with him a lot?
Well, our engineer for these sessions there was Smiggy, with Elliot's guidance, more or less, and the whole thing worked out really well. An excellent studio.
Now, I've promised. Okay, I have to... Well, actually, the first question that came in, it was, I think, your agent, posing as a listener, who would like you to talk a little bit about any upcoming gigs that you have in the Bay Area.
Well, as a matter of fact, we don't have any upcoming gigs in the Bay Area.
Must not have been your agent.
Probably not. We don't have any specific plans, more a general agreement that we want to do something, and we haven't totally decided what it's going to be and how it's going to be. We know that it isn't going to be what we've been doing, and the format that we'll present ourselves in will be something different than what we've done in the past. That's about as much as I can really say about it.
Do you listen to a lot of other people's music?
Well, I tend to listen to more kinds of music. I don't listen to a whole lot of contemporary music. I sort of burned down on it. Whatever's going on now is a little mechanistic for what I like.
Krupp factory music?
Yeah.
From the German, arms factory?
Right. Der Music
German mechano rock?
Right. It's a little bit repetitious. I sort of prefer things that are individualistic and a little weird.
Oh, wait a second. Hold it.
On that interesting note.
No, it was. I started to go to a commercial and realized I have
no
the ones we just heard of. No, I do.
We can improvise some.
Do you want to do one? Go ahead.
No, thank you.
Do you want to do one for the album? Or?
I just had one.
I'd like to play the next one on the album. It's Mission in the Rain.
Mm-hmm.
Any info on that?
Well, it's loosely autobiographical in a way, even though I didn't write it.
Well, is it your autobiography, or?
Well, you could say that, yeah. Sort of,
Okay.
It speaks for itself, more or less.
Here's Mission in the Rain. It's a Bob Hunter, Jerry Garcia tune, and it's Jerry, Nicky Hopkins, John Kahn, Ron Tutt, and Larry Knechtel. The song's called Mission in the Rain. That's really a beautiful song.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. I have to, this is going to really stick you. I'm not sure that it's fair, but...
Oh, go ahead.
I promised I would. We were talking a little bit about Bob Hunter, and we did an interview for the special we're working on with Bob Hunter.
Oh, too much.
A very long interview, about 4 hours, except that the tape recorder didn't work for a couple of those hours. So we actually have a 2-hour interview with Bob Hunter that has none of the information that we needed.
Right.
It's the other half of the interview. But in the first part, he remembered a verse to Anthem in the Sun that was left out.
Mm-hmm.
You don't happen to remember it, do you?
Oh, my God. No, I don't remember it.
Well, in the interview, he really got involved in it.
Wow.
And was pounding on the table to set the rhythm for it and trying to do all three parts of it at once so that
dynamite.
he would do a couple words of the chorus and then he'd come in and do the lead over it.
Yes.
And it was... Well, I remember.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Meat, meat, we want meat.
Oh, yeah, meat, give me my meat.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that was called the barbed wire whipping party. It was a little exercise in audio brutality that we concocted down in the studio when we were working on that record. And it was just, frankly, it was just much too weird to use.
It was fairly weird.
We
I would agree.
started off with a track of... it was also the first exposure to a 16-track recorder that we ever had. You know, it was the first 16-track recording. We had this tank of nitrous oxide, and we were crowded in the recording studio with all these microphones and earphones, this tank of nitrous oxide and an 8-track delay going through the earphones, you know, so there's this incredible, bizarre ringing and hilarity and madness. That was the basic track. And then we added onto that just hundreds of other weird tracks of awful noises and weird sounds with Hunter raving this bizarre, lunatic thing. You know, you couldn't describe it as a poem. It was much too weird for that. But at any rate, it was just too weird. We couldn't even stand to listen to it. It was so weird. I'll run a tape over right away.
Well, I think that he taped the interview at the same time. And we've been too cowardly to call him and say, listen, you know that interview?
Yeah.
We blew it with the tape recorder, and that's embarrassing to admit that.
Yeah.
We're supposed to know those things.
Right, how about it?
Yeah, so we just, we've been hiding from it, but now that it's admitted publicly on the air, it's out there. Now we can call him and tell him, and maybe he'll come up with a tape because it was interesting.
Yes.
What about your movie?
Oh, well, the movie is sort of at rough cut stage, getting there. The music is mostly sort of cut, and the form of it is coming together, and hopefully we have a March deadline for what we're doing, the editing of it and so forth. Then it goes to the lab sometime in there and gets hung up in that process for I don't know how long. And the sound mixing has to happen and everything, and hopefully the movie will be out maybe July-ish if we get lucky.
How many hours of it's film, not tape, isn't it?
Right.
How many hours of film did you start with?
Oh, I really don't know for sure. I don't have any really a clear idea of how many, maybe, I don't know, over 100. An awful lot of film.
And this will be turned into, what do you anticipate, longer than a regular
Well, it probably will be
film?
a little bit longer. It'll be longer than a normal feature. We're trying to get it down to some kind of reasonable size for a normal exhibitor. But it's looking like it's going to be pretty long. Maybe 2.5, 3 hours. Maybe an intermission. It depends on what works. That's going to be really, if it'll play that, if you can comfortably sit through a movie of that length. That would be interesting.
You can do it Barry Lyndon style and have an intermission after the first 3.5 hours.
Right.
Are you doing it yourself? Doing the editing yourself on it?
Well, no. There's an excellent group of editors that I'm working with that are essentially telling me what to do. Because it's been an educational process for me, having started with zero practical knowledge of film or anything, and it's something that you start to learn about. It's comparable to music, it's in terms of how it works and how you approach it, as far as I'm concerned. And my main interest in getting involved in it initially was to make sure that the music made sense. That was one of the things that's always made me upset about watching a movie with music in it, is that it always is funny, it's faked or bizarre, or it doesn't make sense in terms of the content of the music. And I got involved in it through that direction, being concerned about how the music was going to work. And since then, I've gotten involved on other levels as well. It's really exciting, and the people that are working with me are really excellent.
Is most of it going to be concert performance?
Well, it's not. Well, it's hard to say what most of it is going to be. I think there is. Yeah, obviously, there's a lot of concert performance material, and but there's also a lot of documentary about the whole Grateful Dead scene, somewhat the equipment and the crew, the people who come to our shows, the Dead Freaks. You know, it's the movie's about them as well as about us, about the whole event, essentially. And the concert footage, hopefully, we have the kind of balance in it that makes it so it isn't like watching you know, a rock and roll TV show or something like that. I mean, there's some really beautiful work involved in the photography of it, and the way they're coming together is pretty lovely.
Are you going to distribute it yourself?
We haven't really discussed that yet. I doubt that we will because it's cumbersome.
Yeah.
But it's possible that we may try something like that. It depends on the quality of the kinds of exhibiting we can get on. You know, if we find that really the movie doesn't work right in a normal theater and needs a special setup of some sort, then we may deal with it, with that level of it. But we might not, too. It depends.
I remember when they first were going to do the premieres of Tommy, they had come up with quintaphonic sound, except that there were no machines to play it back on.
Of course, right.
We wanted to do the world premiere of it here in order to raise money for the Pacific Film Archive, and they said, well, okay, but you're going to have to build something that'll do this 5-channel sound.
Right.
Oh, 5-channel sound. How are we going to deal with this? And eventually, I think they ended up just doing a regular thing with it, or 4 or something like that. But if it's that sort of thing, I would imagine that you would run into trouble with some of the theaters, because I know even for that, we had to bring in a lot of special stuff into the theaters.
It's a job. There's very few quadraphonic theaters, and that whole idea may not even be advisable. And there's not even very many stereo theaters, really, as far as it goes. But that'll all be part of it, you know.
I'm Bonnie Simmons, and I'm talking to Jerry Garcia today, and we got a crowd in here who might come up with some other questions. We have a lot of people hanging out, and I also want to get to some more of the new album.
Okay.
That one's called I'll Take a Melody, and it's an Alan Toussaint song. How did you come across that?
John Kahn and I collected it in a demo record from Alan Toussaint from his scene in New Orleans, and we liked the song, so we started doing it. First with Merle, and later with Nicky when Nicky was playing with us, and it just good tune.
Did he send it to you, or?
Yeah.
Does that happen a lot? Do a lot of people send you material and just on spec to see if you're interested in it at all?
It happens some. It doesn't happen a whole lot. But it's the sort of thing that if you're planning on a record and looking for material or some such thing, that you can start a flow going. You know, they all the various companies that have writers and what have you, they regularly send things around. Motown has an amazing collection of one verse from each of their incredible number of hits. You know, it's like a teaser and the sheet music and so forth.
Oh, they send them to you all the time?
Oh yeah. They come around. Once you've sort of entered that world, you know, then you're sort of put on a list or something. It's interesting.
Do they just use the same people doing them all the time? Do you get just a demo that's some guy who is the Motown creator of demos who sings them, or? Well,
sometimes they're the hits, you know. More often than not, if they're things that they've already had some success with, it's just a taste of the hit recording of it. But with these Alan Toussaint things, we got things that sounded as though they were actually cut for a demo, although they were really well produced and tasty. You know, they were nice. They were fun to listen to.
Now, I see that Mickey Hart is on Fire Extinguisher.
Yes.
And I had understood you to say that you were not going into Meccano rock. I didn't notice the Fire Extinguisher in the cut, though.
No, it's
you seem to have mixed it down.
Yeah, right.
Hold it. Not fair. That was Robert Hunter's version of the song.
Yeah.
That came out earlier.
Quite different.
Is this, I see Rhea Lewerk. Is that someone under art direction? Is that related to Greg, and who did the artwork on this?
Oh, the artwork was done by, the actual drawing was done by a guy named, let me see, Sternnagel.
Sorry.
He's a young guy who I guess works around L.A. somewhere, and actually there was a lot of confusion about the artwork, and I'm not 100% totally overjoyed with it, but it's...
I think it's very nice.
Thank you.
I liked it.
And the art direction, I guess, whatever that means, really has to do with somebody at United Artists. I don't think it's anybody from our scene.
That's just somebody who approves it and says, yeah, this is it. Go ahead, print
Make sure it gets on the paper. Yeah.
Right. I think I know who that is. From a record business family in L.A. The Lewerks have, 3 promotion men. Their father runs a distributor down there, and I think that's all the same thing. Listeners' personals are coming up pretty soon. Would you like to help with listeners' personals in about 5 minutes?
Sure, love to.
I know you must be familiar with them by this time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I have got to do this first. Tore up over you. And let me get my notes here to keep straight. All right, who took them? Wait a minute. Not fair. Not fair at all. Okay, that one I guess we would call a Jerry Garcia band tune.
Yeah.
They sort of rotate on the album. And that one has John Kahn and Ron Tudd on it. Larry Knechtel, Mickey Hart on percussion, Nicky Hopkins, and Jerry. Anything about that one in particular?
No, it's a good old Hank Ballard rock and roll.
Oops. You want a microphone? That might be better.
Oh. It's a Hank Ballard tune. He's the guy that did the original Twist, ladies and gentlemen.
Hank Ballard did, wait a minute.
He did
Hank Ballard do?
Annie.
Yeah, I was just going to say Work With Me Annie, that they changed to Dance With Me Annie when they made the cover version, because Work With Me Annie was a little dirty.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then he did Annie Had a Baby.
Right, which was dirtier yet.
That's right, and they also changed that one.
Right.
You just can't win. It's time for listeners' personals. And I know you've all been waiting for them, as you do every day here around 1:30. And they're brought to you today by the Soundwell. Flip. The Soundwell, featuring quality used and specialty new stereo components. They're on Grove Street in Berkeley. The first one I have here is an Ag for Chrome slide color film for 35mm cameras, 7 rolls, 36 exposures, including processing for $3 each, and 3 rolls of 20 exposures, including processing for $1.80 each. That sounds really cheap. That does sound cheap, doesn't it?
I don't remember.
What was the question? Evenings, you can call 674.
Okay, I got an excellent bargain here for some lucky listener. For sale, 1 parrot with cage. He's a Finch's Amazon parrot. About 1 year old, not talking yet, but a very mellow bird. Will accept a reasonable offer. Call Jim, 84808 evenings. That's going to be somebody's extra special parrot.
You want to give the number one more time?
Oh, yeah. It's 848.
The last thing you'd want in the world is a frenetic parrot. So if you're looking for one that's mellow, that's the number. I'm interested in buying a piano. Cheap, in parentheses. It must be an upright. If you can help me, you can call 343. It's all yours.
Okay, here's a musically oriented one. Dear listeners, personals. I'm a heavy rock and roll drummer. I have equipment and a place to practice, which is about all you need. Call Chris in Vallejo, 6508, between 6 and 8 p.m.
Hard Original Rock Band seeks bass synthesizer player or any keyboard player that can take the place of a bass guitar. Is this your listener's personal?
I beg your pardon, no. No, but I have the answer to this other guy's personal right here. I'll go ahead with yours.
You can call Bruce anytime at 3516.
Okay, here's one for that guy in Vallejo. This one says, wanted competent drummer for working band consisting of piano, 2 guitars, bass, and vocals. Must be able to play odd time signatures. Also own equipment and transportation. We play rock, jazz, some blues. We're into Beck, Tubes, Correa, Ainsley, Dunbar, and John Bonham. Call Larry or Jackie at 335. That's for that guy in Vallejo.
2 sets of canvas stretcher bars, size 3 feet by 4 feet, free to a starving artist. That's nice. Here's a free one. You can call Tom if you're a starving artist, but you do have a dime at 75215.
Okay. Help. My lady and I were burned out of our apartment on January 1st, and we need a place to live immediately. That's immediately with an E. That will accept a dog. Oh, I see. We would like a 2-bedroom place with yard, preferably in Alameda County, but we'll take anything close to San Francisco Transit. Please call Dana, I guess. Can't afford. Oh, well, this is all strange. $25 to $300, $250 to $300 a month. Please call 57. People need a place to live.
I have a pair of skis, Solar Spider Metallics. In
God.
candy flake red, probably. I don't know.
Don't let him in here.
They're 200 centimeters in length, and they're $25. So you can call Barry at 8/7:30 p.m.
Okay, here's 2 students looking to share large, very nice house. Only 1 block from City College. Rent is $108 plus a third utilities. Call $108, incredible. Call 239.
We're looking for limited space and time for rent. Preferably in San Francisco for music workshop. Oh, I see. They want to rent an area just for sometimes so that they can practice or something like that. Very courteous and considerate, clean and good looking. It says real good looking here. I'm 27 and my colleagues are 22 and 25. Call during the day and leave a message or call after 3:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or any time. And you can ask for something which is totally unintelligible here. Looks like you might ask for Z at 64320.
Okay, we're looking for a table saw in good working order. Call Gary or Janet at 387-9785. 387-9785.
Doing a
Table
remake
saw.
of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie.
Right, the table saw massacre movie.
Right. I want to play another cut from the album. I want to make it all the way through while you're here.
Neat.
Because Bob McClay's coming in about 15 minutes. And if you have something really pressing that you would like me to find out from Jerry Garcia for you, you can call here on the studio phones and I'll ask him, okay? Catfish John.
Yep.
From the new Jerry Garcia. I haven't said who we're talking to for a while, have I?
Ooh.
The new Jerry Garcia album. And we've been talking to Jerry Garcia for about the past hour. It's been Jerry Garcia for lunch plus a little bit after that. Dessert too. One more cut on the album left, and I do want to get to that, but I did say that we would ask you some questions from the audience, and I don't have a delay here, so I can't take them live on the air. That's not true. We have one, but I haven't learned how to run it yet. So I will just ask. I did take some. Let's see. Oh, somebody did call and wants to know about your guitar.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm playing this Travis Bean guitar, which is a new brand of guitar, and it's different from most normal ones in that it has sort of a metal neck. And I like it a lot. It's very stable and simple.
So you plan to stick with it?
Yeah, I think so for a while. At least the basic guitar. Maybe not the pickups or electronics, but yeah, good horn.
And someone else did call earlier, and we never did it on the air, about whether you plan to do a lot more steel work.
I don't think so. No, I think the instrument is too difficult for me. Frankly, you know, I'd have to play it an awful lot, and I need about 10 years to get to where I would want to be in relation to some control of it.
Do you still practice at all, or?
No, you can't really practice it. It's too hard.
Yeah.
I can only play it, you know.
Is there going to be a soundtrack that goes along with the movie? Also, some people tuned in late, and the movie is still in process. And will hopefully be coming out around June?
Hopefully.
Might be a little later than that,
Maybe.
but it'll be someplace around there.
Yeah.
And a soundtrack,
There
yes?
will be a soundtrack album.
Right. Double, single? What do you
I
think?
think it'll be double. And Phil is working on that now, and it's in its preparatory stages.
And someone else called and asked about you ever playing with Merle Saunders again.
Yeah, if it's the right situation and that sort of thing, probably.
Okay, I want to get to the last track because we are coming up on 2 o'clock in Bob McClay's show, and I see him just going past the window now. You don't mind if we run a few minutes over, do you? There's a look of horror on your face. Weren't expecting quite this many people? Oh, that's what it was.
Haven't seen him since New Year's Eve.
Are you afraid of reporters?
I'll just leave now. You run over till 6.
Oh, that's right, New Year's Eve. I remember that. I was there. Song's called Comes a Time, and that's the last cut on the Jerry Garcia album. It's called Reflections, and it's half Grateful Dead, half Jerry Garcia band, juxtaposed next to one another.
Overlapping.
I don't know what else to tell you about it. You've heard it all now.
Yeah.
And,
There's nothing more to say.
I think you should all go out next week and buy one. Can I say
two.
that? You can't say that, can you?
No, don't say
just
it.
a limited number, Ben.
Oh, okay, just...
Yeah, right. Right.
There are only going to be
Collector's
100 printed.
Right, numbered and signed.
That's right. And the entire band will autograph each copy.
Each band.
Well, It's 2 minutes after 2, and this is KSCO, and we're all out of time.
Yeah, let's have some cake.
You ready? You ready for the party that we have
Sure.
ready for you in the next room? Dancing girls, everything?
I'm ready.
Thank you for coming down with the album, though.
You're welcome.
It was really nice. I enjoyed
Thank
it.
you.
And it's time for the Bob McClay Show as soon as I, well, you're not supposed to do this either, but I will right at the end.